Omashi TV. Ajatwengme Keminshe.
Omashi morning star ni living la mieno. Okay, o di cherry moments and on your pet. Pia je na do atwing me ni asan ha bo mi she we form and also entertain beji ni tete latte. Living la mi na kai. Wa ngo shi da play game ntu akan ji akpechero oba na o. Ni gonti ajo ni atupa live no body money me fe ni ko wa ibi ke so ka gbe langba. Okay, live no wa do twing me ni wo ha bo mi she. Jakpechero. Ayaye fe Shikome kun keji utoko anashira mo chubenke wa Facebook bana wake Omashi TV like no share like comment mene on free politics shi nanu wa chile la onu emi obasuma ke okeshi da play ba base pharmacy company limited ma me feel base vet kits drop chofane ni ha to enjoy keji she manke ni gbeke ba fo ke chimoto ke krokume energy no ni bani if you do kepo kaya here Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic among me fata eco Helios Care Center Great Aim Academy ameke passion and excellence Druma if you want or I call my name if you believe prayer ministry on by the money ye niji amasaman I kind of blue near me when I won't call ni kan mo kenje 90 Psalm 91 ke agbene 15 okay Psalm 91 verse 15 producer of no kwenakai okay druma if you offer no okay we mo afi wo de nyemo nchu ni wo na he mo ke yili ake no fe no mi ni wo abote how mo fe how mo mi na gba fe na gba mi she ke ni bi kroku ma mi fe wo abote nu ncho shin wo kokoko wo na woli na kan again he will call on me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Nakai ojugba Omashi obajo to English komikun wanya kwa na shamo Facebook wana wa Omashi TV ko te YouTube le wen Omashi TV Accra limne kenche ni Mr. Franklin Tifafa me no wa glasa jiamli nya aka ni bi community no emi gla mo nya session ko no na ni anhinu mo aso won ya alo womba e ke wona woni won wa afi woni bi ha as mambi we wo ngene wa no the big push oba yu ifi o kwake pe gbeja no to ke shika mo yo e ha ten ayu e ke shin emi ni bi adi no ni wota wo wo no ke yanye galamsi ele won egbe wo wa de enche wo chenya wo nya wo tamaku ke sana ko bon ba afi o bi me na me ka me ba hey stia na me ko bon ba afi ni oba hwehwehwe wa bia ke menji ololo egbeja no to ke ekroku me na ke mfata e na yemu ja ke me baba wo susu ake na state of emergency any bim ni na baba mlalom ni akefi na beleke kroku me isake bia ni wo ba kwe machima ben kenche Mr. Franklin Tifafa ngene wo ba glasa jam wo ba ke wo ba bi wo ba ke wo ba blo shimu wo ba ake wo ba inform no okwa akeshin ke wo afi oni bi wo haten limne minga Bengazi abose ukan ni amni ani ko ye bi kenje ngwen to ni Amsterdam limne mi body man c'est franc.
Yeah.
Me have a good morning.
Have a good morning.
Ojugba dente. Again him put dente akeni jakpeche wole wa mo minakai.
One of my beliefs is that we are life here. Or no fear. That's my belief. Koto finuku wo ni obe wala mene onyo fi wo. Sko e wala walk came on your field, but no field. So me, that has always been my prayer. That God should grant me long life, strength, and good health. Because these are the only me behind the bomb. This and only con you one of it. Because one nash can man no only walk. The flash OG. Those kind of faithful. Oh, it's good to have life. Yeah. Go if you fall living a while. In the Jomono Nani, okay, saw no attached to you. Can you saw any Blay Aquabunju? Ulay any or beyond Aquabunju only. That not sorry fair for. I can see how you are looking so sweet. Okay, Opini many a Sean Abunju. I don't know. Of Jomono cry. All the same, marble picture could no okay, my near in that Caribbean. I don't know what very good. We be calling Choleni Stephanie Quay. So sad. Oh, so sad. 23, 24. If I put the picture on the screen there, you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Jimmy. Oh, my condolences to the family, the Bereaved family, the Quay family. Auntie say, Mami Messi Gansa, Auntie Phyllis Gansa, Mami, I'm a grandmother, Mrs. Gansa, Daddy Deandra, everybody in the house. My condolences to all of them. Yamobo. Feeling fine. Actually, I feel no obligatory. Well, my condolences to the family. I'll give you the picture. Look at the right time.
Okay. Afi nukuna dane yake yalale hiye nkuja ona isho muno ishe mukuno. Yakpa baba obanyi mose ifon baba nakano kaji ya bale nakan sado momi nakan. Yake je oyintu ko sumona. No ni abayo ogbe no. Ncho sumona. Yo wa mole nakan oko wonye gbe wa. Wanyo chi obenke wa Facebook. Wana waka Omashi TV, you like no share okay what they want here. Libne wa ha shanti efen push ko meko afenuko. So bia no watch lele onu en waka wonye gbe wa ya ke mene woni fe mo watch enchon okbaba na do. Se Frank kwem to we big push e few ke minglamo. Ya ke men susu alo wie mo ni ya no nchon ake eji noko ni eji lakamo noko. She fence won kwake aso nyekenya wie mo ba fe nya fe mo lo. She then what baba make big push no. I can mean some in a babo 2 years. What's my mabisaniku? Ni nekesani ne ejino konekule a ring yemea jomomi babao. Ka wakwe from government ne who wakokeje wache kufuo no ke bagbe wache mails ke mahama dan wache nanado dan kwa kufuo adoba ke bagbe amoto ni. Boni wo here wo democracy wo ha ke boni proceedings ke process ke ni bi krokume ni wasusu ake if at in democracy UM especially when it comes to judiciary befangbe ke agbene or executive asoboni amomo mi ha na atun ni ha wo man bi e wasusu na wo yo se wo le ake is democracy under threat in a way.
All right. One other kake democracy. Manage democracy. When, in a simple term, governments for the people, by the people and of the people. So, the government can have boy can government o ha o na gba o sanji o no ya o no fi anu government hello, there is a system where the wishes of the people are taken into account in the process of decision making. Which are okay. But none of my view, none of my view, none of my view. Abo afena ni akekwo decision femo. Aka akebo obeshika ewo obejo. Bukweshika nilu, bukweshika ni ejo. So when they look at all this, then they take the one that serves the interest of the nation. Can I implement? No, a vote or can me. So in the course of voting, you are voting for somebody. You think okay, if I need family, it me. You can't have voted or fair what? So I am expressing my view. Okay, menace and if yeah. So the majority will then carry that day. So the wishes of the people is that Mr. K should be the leader. So that has been expressed over the board mission. 2, court parliament many or jeme a vote or ham and a make it jeme. So abake o ata pass bill ko ata afineke card be na debate na vote the majority will carry the day. Do you understand? So the wishes of the people has been taken into account. Because Ablekuma South one PT ni the vote the majority carry the day. Our view said no jinoni or MPF ni expressed on our behalf. So that is what we call democracy. However, instances be noni may prevent that expression of views. What view no turn express things are put, mechanisms are put in place sometimes. One, to promote it, allow to prevent you from expressing that view. So that no way, so now I can fit a decision making here. About not preventable. Then we can say democracy is under threat. Again, I am not going to actually features of democracy, rule of law. Nobody's about the law. Whether you are president, chief justice, you are not about the law. So in a situation where some people are made to be above the law, democracy will be under threat. I am PLSP, Ekoji, good governance. I am where we can talk about having more political parties in the country. So where we prevent other political parties from being in existence. I can there's only one political party here, democracy will be under threat. So I don't know if it will mean to however, the question ni obiake is democracy under threat. Democracy is not under threat. Anybody who tells you that democracy is under threat, democracy is not under threat. Why do I say so? You see, Kufo, Obomtui, Kufo, Rollins, Mills, Mahama, Nana, and then currently we have what do we call it? John Dramani Mahama. Mama Kewakashi, democracy has improved because from Rawlinson's regime, that moving from military regime to a civilian administration, there were certain things that military character features say yeah, Bomadisami. It was majority of the people in government at the time. They expressed those what do we call it? Esa democracy. As time went on, the Kufoba, need to express. For example, when Chikata was taken to court, he won the case against the state. So much win, Nabamole. A winning case, President Kufoke, Dabi, increased what we call it, the judges at the court to overturn the decision of the court, the initial decision. After I only check at the court as a lawyer, even though if you're a lawyer, you must have a counsel because you have the right to fair trial and fair hearing. That was not granted Chikata. You can say democracy was under threat at the time. So there are instances in democracy will be under threat. But what move on? So I can tell you on authority, okay, democracy as we're experiencing today is the best ever. For example, under President Mills, I don't see anybody back in there were things that were done. Under Mills, things that will threaten our democratic credentials. President Mills, I don't think so. But look at Nanado's regime. It was clear that people were under serious attack. I have voted to express my preference for a candidate. That outcome of the election cannot be the choice of the people. Democracy will then be under threat. Question will be, I understand why you asked that question. It's because of Chief Justice removal. And that is it.
You file for review.
Yeah. Can democracy is under threat? Let me first. Article 146 was properly followed and implemented. There is nowhere even many people against the removal of the Chief Justice they agree, okay, what we call it, the processes that led to his removal and the application of Article 146 was properly done, or the procedures were properly followed. They agree to that. So democracy was not under threat because nobody is above the law, as I explained earlier on. But their problem, G, listen carefully, I'm a problem, G. The removal of the Chief Justice has set a precedent. The Chief Justice. Yesterday, I was on a sister station. I can't misconduct. Try to call Banuchumo late. Abanyan Dumono, no, I can show, but Banuchumo 8, no, 8-1. They can use that to remove you. You see their mentality. The thing is that the woman herself knows, okay, she has violated the Constitution. Ofane, no more appointer who appoint justices to the Supreme Court. It is not the duty of the Chief Justice. It is the duty of the Judicial Council. They do the nomination, then in consultation with the President and the Council of State. Many was I may qualify Kamaya Supreme Court. Then the President with the Council of State would discuss it, and then they'll go for vetting and they can make the Supreme Court. But in this case, the Chief Justice said that even Judicial Secretary, it can be a Supreme Court, it can have President direct. That is against the law. So I don't understand why people are still saying, okay, the removal of the Chief Justice was wrong. Come on, any case that involved the NPP, quick. Case, on our case, we will go to the court. No judgment in their favor. But anything concerning NDC, no NDC, they can keep that case at the court for a year. Look at LGBT, anti-LGBTQ issue. I can mention how. After Mahama won the election, before they decided to bring that case out. So anyway, it's like selective justice. All these things, if it doesn't help our democracy. So if a Chief Justice, a can be here, it is a threat to our democracy. But the removal of this Chief Justice cannot be a threat to our democracy. Rather, we should applaud President Mahama for making sure that the law works, because nobody is above the law. Kaji Mahama decided he will not tag the Chief Justice, even though it violates the Constitution. In that sense, we will say that President Mahama is not protecting and defending the Constitution. Therefore, democracy is being what? Threatened. But here's the case, the law was allowed to work. So how can you say democracy is under threat? It's not under threat. It's not. Ona kembo where you walk about Bona. Bokone Juma Shabao. Bene Bako Teta VAT. A condition shui. A Jumash Capi. The way back I will lawyer. You see, it's bad. Let's call a spade a spade. No, if America, UK, other places, no matter who you are, called valid constitution. Let me tell you, if R. Kelly were to be a Ghanaian, AIG. R. Kelly, Ghana, AIG. Back in R. Kelly, let him only hear Ghana international scene. Minister Najil, or Najino Kurana, President May. Shabluchi, Ajil, because nobody's above the law. The word democracy to me in Ghana currently is not under any threat at all. Those who are arguing that democracy is under threat, many are fair elections now. Big man. Now, many you are democracy under threat. Where were they? For no one Amenako. Again, those who are saying democracy is under threat, many are now fair primaries. NPP presidential primaries and about really about me Canadian for me happy. Now Jessica, where were they? Democracy was not under threat. You see, we need to be fair to ourselves. Now you are catching. Now you are no quality. And quality call you is the best. So in a nutshell, I can tell you on authority, okay, democracy in Ghana currently under John Dramani Mahama. Come on, if for example people say, oh, Abronye. Let me tell you something. Hate speech. Do you know Jamo is a crime? Are you aware? Verbal assault is a crime. Okay, Mokonje. Allo a defame can be a crime. Jeno Kopani. Many of Power FM. Me, he just criticized the government. I just like 3 months, new 4 months. I brought you if you been here. I brought you if you me no ka I brought you if you no I collect a court. I care democracy and a threat. I don't understand. So I brought you if because it's a MPP. Keboko just CVP alone another party. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Oh, we should stop all these things. Democracy is not under threat, my brother.
Nakai. Mr. Frank, Kenya here in a last week Catholic Bishop Council. I make a press acquainted back a cave and watch a John Berman, Mamma. When mo femo me used to man bena DG office kept manipulate ye bekono. Akweni akame aye. Neke we money ni ame release ne. Bako isaka wonu neke ni bi kume. Wonu we mo kume tamoneke. Alo bako isaka wonu me ni won susu ake ameji gbe ke hama. Bako isaka wonu amegbe.
I mean to man no question.
I mean out na me honey but which means my we can call oral I can me na me need be scalo I mean need public funds me na me use public office cafe na can be President Mama ko ni ikame ayi ni mi bia ke aso bako be fem damoneke democrat ni mi bia ke democracy is it an threat bako da ni member na mewie na no ni ehi ke boni sake ayalelu because be ko ni we ame manemi shi ya balake ni bia ko me wonu ame yo mi ton wo blast an mi fan ko no wona ake lele ake democracy to mono chon mo fe mo bena ya lo inai
over my busa no mo ko yishka Fambari. Mukwishka. Ake Oshile. Score mole. Democracy will be under threat. God, MVP. Over the misapplication and misappropriation of funds is a crime. Stealing is a crime. Kaboko Jumashka. Allo a use scar. Benone Sane Chonde use of scar. Is it not under threat? Is it not right? Okay. The government in power must make sure the right thing is done. But not paying many like a jomake, I'm not going to power, I prevent that. Maybe. So I don't understand. So we should allow people to steal and go. Is that what you are saying? We should allow people to be stealing. Care over power, oju, ote, menewe eba ju ete. Ewo government ko aka momo ko aka oju no jo mi o scafe on mo aka vina kai. Come on, edu boy na kan young guy. Look at the money, look at the things he has done. He has created an account. Personal account with the name of a state institution, a low stack, cash cover state institution, no make a local way accounting. Can pay personally be okay? Democracy will be under threat. Is the person okay? So we shall allow people to be stealing. Oh, some of these things, I don't know. Democracy is not under threat, my brother. Any leader who make sure okay, mla batuni. Naka leader sanimo chadiwale. Do you get what I'm saying? Any leader ni a tuni ni a make sure ke manage man. Come on, I was telling somebody. Ke ojusko ojugba no face sure ke ni mo jo le yi. Ishi ha mo no yi menele ha mo no papa. Ewa mo papa. Abu Ghana no chumo oju o paper no you depend on only your salary. Ke o allowance you no bana. You are able to help 1 or 2 people. The one who is helping more than 5, 15, 20 people, I can't move. She because age way. So that what that's a one made you man. The one leader who stop people from stealing me, Frank, in care like a leader, he's not threatening our democracy. Rather, he's strengthening our democratic credentials.
Now can why are here? When o back blast jam in few one na Kenya. Alumchon Kenya here wana boni wa afi woni bitan ni wana wole ake mlani keji mukuito mlano sake mlaklai mukuida afi mla wanyo chubenke woni o kwa na shamo Facebook na kana YouTube ba na aka Omashi TV akra eke ni femo ife fe edu na ka moto no ka woni biye ye ni femo na ka say from big push aso boni we mo yo na kanji bonu wa na lelo ya ge we mo ni ya no pramanoji I'm not only who I make back by almost 13,000 kilometers. Oh, no, you baba fear. Nyamba shushu ano ekun alo mini potent you know ni the big push e be ba tun.
Let me tell you something. Come on. Because they have constructed all roads. Nimali. Okay. Roads anyone na Ghana fair. Can the construct roads fair? Hello, I'm more 15,000 kilometers now. The boy ana, be bana. When they were talking about constructing routes 15,000 kilometers, but pourquoi c'est que mini po achole? Amasa like pourquoi c'est road mini achole? Amasa pourquoi c'est in Sawam Jono kono kono. But don't fly. But they captured that one too. Has it been done? Maybe what has it been done? So a cable action that can road the way fee is part of the 15,000. If you follow MPPA, God not be pure. Because they will assure you, but nothing will come out of the assurance. Come on. I'm one of the people who believe okay. Even in America, they are still constructing roads. Even in Japan, China, they are still constructing roads. What we have failed to do as a nation is to have good roads. Monitoring people, and I monitor contractors. Now I make fair roads to in the contractor, and I like she road no contractor. It's a last for 50 years or 30 years. Can you last in a year say? Why jail? Alosh car? Why pay back to the state double? That's what they do in advanced world. But be careful, road them ko no low. Shaka show no can we show no low. Go take a pan on it. Careful road. Can you shaka? I feel no. Don't know about the mission. Now, is it this big push? It hinges on two things. Job creation. Job creation. Now, don't create jobs. You create jobs through infrastructure and industrialization. If you don't industrialize, Omaha factories. How do you create jobs? Now let me even chip in this one. Vacuum. Let's start operations. Vacuum, it collapsed under IBP for 8 years. Vacuum has started operating. Nakano, a company like Tor, also collapsed when IBP came. Tor is also working. They always come to destroy. And others, that is the NDC, come and make sure the system works. This big push, big push. It is just is a government policy that is geared towards job creation, expanding infrastructure, going to agro-based industries, allow industrialization in a way to create jobs for the people. That is all about the big push. How do you create jobs? Factory. You need accessible routes to lead to the factory. But when you are able to produce your goods and services, you can transport them from the production center to the market center. We always export our products in the raw state, minimally. This big pusher is a way of adding value to our primary product in order to command more price. So big pusher, in doing so, you are creating jobs. What I say, what Ghana before, Ghana before road. When you're able to expand and improve on our road infrastructure, you are attracting investors into the country. One man fell, a bad blame pick up a man. So big push a catch a road construction. Man one I am here coming if I link to it, if I reduce traffic, if I any producer ABCD here, I not produce now local back market center quickly. Is a way of making sure that the system works. Now, when we come to infrastructure, health is part of infrastructure. President Mama Ke, even what health institutions say, health facilities say, here we need to improve on those health facilities. Now, Miniji plan okay? If you are able to improve on our health infrastructure, all our neighboring countries in your BA, they will be able to come here. We will generate something from there. I am Luchido. Look only one okay? Project that were started by previous administrations in the past. You see, let me tell you something. It got your point there. I blame leaders for not continuing projects started by previous administrations. But they should take. I understand why they were doing so. Come on, start project there. Me, but continue. Like a project, I didn't know. Or got the campaign. Like a project, I mean, no need jebo. Mammy, like a jebo, she may not need. I vote to the out when I feel you see the way the thing looks like. But those with political will can do that. But political will, you know, all successive regimes, they don't have that political will to continue project started by previous administration. Me can complain on that like to must say best when it be oh it's an agbe na another 8 years agbe na we complain no. Or can you own a leader like the big pusher he's going to factor all abandoned projects. Ni ajes na agbe na if I make sure about complete fair. It tells you okay, those projects that are started, there were reasons why they were started. It is for the benefit of the people in the country. Therefore, if it is continued and completed there, it will serve that purpose. It's a good idea.
But you try to get the political will or use it.
Very good. So the political will is on the part of President Mahama. It's an family. It continue because continue. She can't watch your church. She can't watch me. If I don't know about the so that is President Mahama for you. Again, this big push me. So yesterday I was on a sister station. Everybody you a rubbish big push here. No rubbish when you like none of it Afenima is really a big push here. When we finish the program, what you see where you know Afenima is what higher o kasado do. Nika o there be on kasa. Say no kren waka. Waka there the big push in there pa. Nika that na radio TV is waka. Obey that kind sir. Almost that is their character. See, this big push, I am telling you, if President Mahama is able to push this agenda, Ghana will go far. President Mahama, don't listen to anybody. Follow the plan. Now, one of the things that I'm doing, my infrastructure, she President Mahama has infrastructure, different need. Oh, MPP, let me tell you, the infrastructure, did it factor some of the things I've mentioned into it? No. So it is a new program by President John Dramani Mahama. It's a new thing, which is good. Afenema is a good. Kaji Mahama banye a push ojuba. At least, in fact, this big push is about every constituency will benefit from the big push. Every district is going to benefit. So it's not something. For example, this is near I'm a road. I capture 2 or 5 roads. Within 4 years, 5 years, government go ban control the kind. Are we not developing our country? Are we not going to attract investors into the country? So this big push is a good program that must be supported fully. But it will be there.
She said, Franco, I think 2019 came back. A year of roots. Money,
you see, both you people don't study the NPP. When they came to power, God will be able to quack many. They can depart Chonoko if you near Chonoko. What I progress, I mean, progressive road, yeah, they know my Javi. About sharp picture about Chonoko. Sky train, yeah, in my sky train. The MPP sloganeering, I will block folk 10s, 1 district, 1 factory, 1 DF, 1 DF, no me so. So they've not done anything concrete they can point at. However, you see, if MPP claim of year of road, in the road there, your main problem, you know, can road there, about 1 year can road there, if you come and say Ashanti region, they are even against their own government. I mean, Mali, I'm a road, I'm a to the extent that the people were not happy. Now, I can't feel road about 1 minute. Mount to my family. I don't know. Can you let like a share like a road? I'm not going to So we should be honest to the people who vote us into power. Well, the enemy is going to the NDC. We shouldn't think that the Ghanaian voter is stupid. They are wise. If you don't do what they want, you don't do the right thing, the promises you give them, you don't fulfill the promises. They'll vote you out. They don't care who you are. You mean party NDC, they should know I care. See, there are things I don't want to. Sometimes when I sit on TV, because of the way me you and Kwale, if you want me tomorrow, me you come on.
She said from going not gonna know about you, boy. Me don't know.
Don't stop me. Don't stop. Come on, both way. Both way. Okay, I'm going to feeling. Oh, Papa, how feel? Do you think the person is stupid to vote for you? Do all campaign do archaeology? It came after no oya na one yet. Me ba me. It will call Baba Fi. Simple. Coffee about vote go out. As for some of our leaders, when you call it, they don't pick up. Me no legend no could have. Me believe I can move fiamo kebi. Bukuno elib, bukuno eshane, bukuno egbeke. Ekule me no ebe libi, ebe shane, ekule egbeke. Wo fe on yemi. She was so like no is what car ke oba fi wanga na bi wo fi. Bona fe no party e. Maybe an efi akono ni mo fiamo ta na yi ku e. Mo so na efi akono na kaso ni me ane ku na me femini. Na na yi.
Like she said from tomobonu o we kembani what boti patterns and here. What we mo ko ni wache afi nyoma kinkenyoshi. I think Kenya last week and this week ni ihane anu ishiake kaji waboti wa school ya me or secondary school sa me I'm a party if student say akono many ji okadi alo symbol ni senke ha NDC party level.
You see, how do I say this for you to understand me? NDC akono eche what is anybody on NDC akono eche. So that what NDC in the past we couldn't how do I like we don't blow our trumpets. We were fair to more MPP and me war. Come on. NDC as a political party, a ballet technocrats. NPP cannot match NDC. But sometimes men who are elector, those they say front runners, sometimes a man penny, I doctor. The professor, oh, I'm now tomorrow. NDC, I may ask. Be an NDC if you are corner. Why? When we come on TV, now I express it in terms of what is going on. Corner the views of the NDC, or the communication coming from the NDC communication team. Because that of the NPP on a vast difference. NDC if you are corner because of this factor. That is one. The expression, the discussion that we all engage in. Onaka NDC, the way you were put on the be across here. We no go fine, no nuishi. Fair come, onumishi. So it makes the party attractive to those who are sitting behind, they want to vote or join the party. Court the tertiary institutions care other places ne. Remember who the SHS, remember call TV can be. Recently, some of my students saw he said, Frank, we watch you on TV, but we like your analysis. Can be that boy feel for that can hear you. You are corner no more of your she get over Tasha and MPP, whatever party. No discussion be fine. Abanaka will be graded on we. And this is from professional forum. Our lawyers are no, our engineers are no, or if you're a lawyer, you'll be attracted to join the NDC. Because those people within that group, you are like a lawyers in UA. Lawyer say communicate, you back a lawyer no. Ni chief that say feeling he now apply the law. Lawyer can abi is an ashile because Chief Justice Nika jail e be fine. Meaning signal okay outside well. Meaning signal. Because feeling he black I don't fear wrongness and I use man like jail. Okay, meaning signal. What signal are we sending to the world? So we should allow the person to be there. If the person is there, what signal are we also sending to the world? If you claim you are democratic as a nation, NDC is so attractive today because if you look at the things we do, how we express ourselves, it makes those who are watching us know, NDC, Charlie, party, true. NDC bet tomorrow, but Ashanti Yojibo, no, but I lead the party, hello, I can't Yojibo, I lead the party. Whether you are not now, anyway, girl, whatever, if you are qualified, you lead the party. That's NDC for you. NDC don't discriminate. I call JB, manager, what pay Naka? NDC don't do that. NDC, come on. Let me, if Mahama were to be in the NDC, a year president, sorry, NPP, a year president, I like offer say I'm an apple advice. Catch your vice put and they share fly baraship grace and all about Paul and Alu Mama me feel it. No, the same person Alu Mama is the best. The best to partner for because of his experience. He's an engineer, he's this and that. When the time came for flag baraship grace, oh, he was not qualified. So NDC is attractive because we allow everybody, no matter where you are coming from. We are not tribalistic. NDC is not a tribal party. We don't care where you are coming from. Provided you serve the party and you are qualified to lead the party, you be allowed to lead the party. It's simple like that.
Okay.
So then this is not attractive. That's what I can say.
You manele wanwe noya, wankwa noya sanji kagbene mla. O wakwe ni wawe noya sanji olololo. C'est franc, 1D1F, what one can be an AGK 24-hour economy. No tape ibaya le hante.
Well, there's nothing like 1D1F.
There is nothing like one district
slogan. No, slogan. Kasa prekune mabie jio beje mene. What to na makepete 1D1F bodom. O me 1D1F but the idea okay every district should have a factory is good. But they were not able to implement it. Well, if President Mama is going to find that idea in what he wants to do for this country, is welcome. Because the idea of the 1D1F is good, but it was not properly implemented. Therefore, about mommy, a promote Lojuba is a good thing because we all want jobs in our communities. Many your factory, we have factory your area, cottage not to reach more on your Omashi. Is it not good? I don't know your man. Oh yeah, school your area no new toba. Owolole. Or high hostel. Called you know ba washi. Hello money. So these are the things we need to do to promote the country. Ni sky ma kutukumi. Because American okay. Every community is school. Called you not to school you get to know bashia. She be a owolole. Some of this is not helping us. Well, I think if the idea to factor the one district, one factory in the 24-hour economy is a good thing. It's a good thing. I can't say it's a bad thing.
It's a good thing. Nakambo wakwe. Nke no fe no ni bawa ni Ghana ba machine won to my machine what to party. O fe won ko wale ko susuma anyense. Ko le ake iba benefit bo ko meto le e be no le jemo yo nchu. O fe Ghana man bi jiwo. Why when you lulu say from no chi US kanem minto ni kesane ne awo e wo foreign affairs minister yan won nshi ake deportation fe ko ni ba je US keba alo deportees ni amenje US kemba kama je West Africa ko meto le wo ba hia ma wa tu say from neke nuchumone ni wo ke wo he wo mi ne aso iba wa lo ke ya hie e ke na gba ko ba ba wo no as a country
o le loko
Davi. Because that's not what you me. I think 11 years me. I miss you. Ghana government can chunk benoni ni chunk ni bi committee.
Do you want my honest opinion on this issue?
Oh sure.
You see, deportees. Somebody can be deported genuinely. Somebody can be deported wrongly. So I don't know whether the people were deported wrongly or genuinely. No country is an island or one way. Like I know Ghana Yukubanya Jeko, Makubaile Newale. I see it to be on a humanitarian grounds. That's no problem to me. As whether those coming here, they are terrorists. I mean, no more. Me no assure me. Were they terrorists? Were they people who were engaged in drug dealing? I know they couldn't. Like I remember beer, wale, it's wale. Because none of them they can come and influence our people here. They get Liberia, be Sierra Leone, Ivory, then war banamba in there. I may influence a lot of Ghanaians. First school, what tale woman, they short need be put. It was all the things there. When you look at it carefully, I don't have any problem too. I don't know. You see, international law. Sometimes these things are part of it. When you sign an agreement with other nations, you are likely to have some of these things coming into your country. But as whether they are good people, I don't have any bad record, I have no problem. Like if they are bad people and their records are bad, I will be one of the people who say, okay, they don't deserve to be brought to this country. It's because I don't have the details to all this. I can't speak on the matter extensively.
Okay.
So I don't know. But I may have back. Hello, she need worry. I may sue Ghana government.
No ji back.
I detain me. So why Asia? Let me go to. In why Asia? You need to be detained first. Yeah, they are only detention doesn't mean like a sales not lucky will pay. Because you have detained a person. Detention. I don't know the kind of detention I'm sure whether they are in cell or I can in jail for the meantime. I don't know what the detention they're talking about. Now I thought I'm they should relax. I can make sure government. Government put in that time. You make it back.
Omashi ogo wa do pe wa wo mi se. Say Frank, and lawyer Martin Pebu a advocate can ha movement ko. Ni ji kan ha wanya o CJ ne no ni akpole ne kan ha ni enko kanji be mi ni sane e ba e resign enko em get retirement di bi ko mani sa na kai shinyamoto ne ne abala ke mla kele ye ne kan bi ne fe ngmele aso no ni wo che enfo kan ha wo ko na awie allo the law is the law na kan no
over there. Let me tell you something. When I jail and it should serve as warning to all of us. When this will not find they should listen. Other guy may before when she had power, I joined jail and fair and no, we joined and fair and no. And this will not buy. I'm not a quene, I'm a casini. But it's the grassroots that will come in your support and defend you. If you don't treat the grassroots well, when the time comes, they will add up to the pain. About it, about you know what I mean? I can't find. You see, I can tell you on authority, the Chief Justice sent people to the president, and it will agree that I resign. Simple. Not a benefit. But you see, this Chief Justice is not a problem. She allowed herself to be influenced by the MPP. MPP, that is what I know you will say, okay, for me that. But that's what you make it. Even everything about every communication, I can release the system. Tomorrow, for example, I remove the Chief Justice can be there. The prima facie case can be handle. This is not confidential. Like I can't handle it. But touch with President Mamanyashi. Oh, ni both touch with Yashi. The man in black, chuni be pepe. No lose no fiano. You realize what the law says. And I am not the one who says the law is the law. Let them check the law is the law. So the law says that KG a baleneke, you lose everything. Normally. So the law is the law. The same woman said the law is the law. No matter the noise you make, the law is the law. Our Chief Justice say, former Chief Justice, no matter the noise you make, no matter the number of courts you attend or you go, the law is the law. Let me say, I've told you here before, okay, the woman is political, a political MPP, deep MPP person. None of you of tell me NPP you need. If this woman is somebody who is fair, you see, Chief Justice are not fair to the people. She was never fair. Not fair if you like my people will be in power forever. Go to a mayor, but election level, you fear the bill, okay, we know. Call job, I shoot when we win election. Or they thought I can only happen in the party, they will use the same day to win the elections. Man, no. It was me, mobile. I can you will not get anything. I can still see the president and find ways and means to have my pension benefits.
Oh,
it's possible. But advocate a bit more. It's possible. No, it's possible. But I can still a court.
She's a
court for pension lawyer for something.
For review of her.
So how can such a person? Oh, no, if you how can you even have sympathy on her? A pension like how can you do that?
She said, Frank, can't bono we are fight pamone. It's even the president yet. Beko not to bonu on susu ha. Kaja nya here with me. Ben no asa Tom Lano.
No, my explanation boy. Come on. Mla, I feel how. No president near her amnesty. The president can grant you amnesty. Mla no care of you go about Mugo. Mla okay, president about amnesty. That can be in the form of amnesty. So she can be pardoned for the offense against the state. It's possible. But don't they feel more the more. I thought she's been pulled by the NPP. Or don't they if you're not attach the image of the NDC, Mama Beafite, no I continue if you for how long are you going to do this? Talk on how long, why are you allowing people to push you? If I were you, I'll push the advocate akpa fine. Me open she benefit because they trigger check.
No, je pense que des bemlini il faut que tu ECOWAS que na kanibia fin. Je connais mes dinoni ça que enye ke fait.
She was strong. Good. She allowed herself to be influenced. I'm telling you. Very affected.
Okay. On quoi? Okay. Iba jaji le chenchon wa place hein. Wona gbe topic no wa ya ka gbe ne wo gbele pan in ha wakolo. Amotone ake stop galamsey now before it destroys Ghana. Akpa galamsey dani Ghana dra. Wachenya onya tamakulu. Ona gen wi ake wo fen won kwako ni man. J partisan. She wachene wole ake nko enu mi NPP bana ni michon NPP mi ojogbade enche. Kenya here le won lands minister le we ba wi. Say Frank ake stay out of our river bodies. Or pay the price. Obia na ke stop galamsey now before you destroy Ghana. Ni watch lands minister nko amanake stay out of our rivers or pay the price. Kama ba dwa ni wo fe wo ba dwa wo gbe wo shan. Kenoni ka mo bo pay the price. Say the price na ba pay le mi na guess aka enye fe melon ha mambi ekume.
Nabi, ona ka you pay the price. It doesn't mean I pay ska.
But to blame.
I blood to because I feel fee. That's what you mean by you pay the price. So the punishment that is there, as stipulated by the law, to be applied. Mean that you have paid the price for being stubborn. You know what I mean? Now, you see, one major way we can solve the LMC is to create job for the people around that area. And quite one pay. When you create job for them, you go go to for years. You go back ekpa, ebawa. That is why Mahama has decided to go for the big push one. He has also decided that every district, they can agree program about launching there. Those who are living in the rural communities benefit from the agricultural initiative. That will be leading to another job creation. I have my gold refinery to refine our gold. It's not going to create jobs. So there are things you can do to create jobs to stop this galamsey issue. So they are aware. They are aware. But I'm a 21. Now let's look at this. I can tell you on authority, the government of the day is doing enough to stop the galamsey. Unlike Nanado's regime. The government, they don't know the government appointees. I know there's a finding, they are engaged deeply in the galamsey only. There's nothing like that. Oh, I know a woman organizer, I think galamsey. What chairman can be a figure? Oh, no.
She said, "I'm going to be a chakuchon, Yamin,
Okay, I know you bring that. Okay. Ona Yamin figure galamsey, Ona. Now, I investigate a man. They gave American investigator. Have you ever heard that in the report says that they were getting galamsey? It's just to equalize, to tarnish the image that can be fake galamsey. They're not doing it. Because NPP executive fake galamsey, if I work at Pan, I can have few. I gotta be like a fair of your galamsey.
She bet I'm into mining in a way. It could have a illegal way.
Yami is not into mining.
Okay.
They're never into mining. Abanga, they're never into mining. It's just to equalize, tarnish the image. Just come on, you're only NPP. NPP, not only fear, I can go feel. You don't know the way to preach. Not even fear, I can go feel. Two, the fact that those who do galamsey in Andanana need the party executive say under NDC, we don't have such. That should tell you, Akeshi, the fight against galamsey is still on. Over there, I'm a use soldier for it. It's only so that the pona truly I can say I make Billy. Mama. What an act soldier go. Many people can't figure I'm saying. So why don't I go? Some of them were involved in the Galamsey itself. I'm feeling that I'm a party look by because we were here when the report said that those backyard, their hometown, they check Galamsey again. Chibi in a chill, I Galamsey. When I tell Mama, corner, hello, and this will look back corner in the career, I figure Galamsey. The fight against Galamsey is still on. No, that no woman can be here. When I know a year in favor came back. Can you see the water bodies are getting better now? It tells like Galamsey family. He reduced. Now, be an soldier friend here, now my feeling. Just yesterday, born and only born recently, last year, a whole community of over 10,000 people at the smart Jeff, Peter Jeff, and a legend or Galamsey, he reached few June. Nyemu, no, I feel very good. It tells like the fight against Galamsey is not like the previous fight, it's changing.
No, but which means state of emergency any man for Lulu.
Remember state of emergency. So when I declare state of emergency, you don't just declare it. It comes with a lot of issues. No matter about fears, I know quite the effect of it, negative and positive effect of any action. If you notice, the positive effect will be more than negative effect. You can go ahead. But if the negative effect will outweigh the positive effect, then why do you have to continue? Don't continue. President Mamake, we need to exhaust all the legal processes before we even think of the state of emergency. As we speak, President Muhammad Karen has not issued any mining license to anybody. I don't know if I think I'm saying. But there's a thin line between illegal mining and small scale mining. Look at me, be difference. It will come with illegal mining, small scale mining. But Muhammad Karen, he has a license. We are fighting the menace. Over there, forest reserves. Me, I may he a capture na fi Galamsey. Now pass mla airline 2642 whatever that allow people to go into forest reserves. Forest reserve mean akaka ajeme ashika future generation na ajena fi mine ni akunta mine both them ni chargeme. When I reclaim that land say Kube. Are we not fighting Galamsey? We are fighting Galamsey. The leader, the president says, actually, when Parliament comes back from recess, that LI 2642 is going to be repealed to prevent people from going to the forest reserve to mine. Is it not a fight against Galamsey? License to small scale miners are prevent, are paid on. Is it not a fight against Galamsey? So when the NDP come and tell you, okay, Galamsey under NDP and NDC is still the same man. It's a lie. They want to equalize. All the things I've mentioned, they didn't do it when it was their turn. Another issued more than 2,000 licenses. Even when they were saying Galamsey and Bama, they were still issuing license. When he was leaving office, he was still issuing license. So, NDP, I don't understand the way they operate. I don't know how they operate. So, in a nutshell, the fight against Galamsey is head on. It's spot on. One fight. But it will not end in it. Yesterday, I was watching Champions League. I think that the halftime Joe Nagbeda. I mean, no, Nagbeda. I mean, we could not political show. On the Pan Africa TV, I mean, free adverts. Me, City, the owner of City TV, Samens. When I got on, Onupa Kumensa, na Jamojuba. No, Kano. Na Jamojuba, I jamais. I'm a slim.
And I'm a chile or alone.
I bet you a Jamo. So I Shilo Juba. Let's again, I Jimmy in slim. What is it? We believe that when you are rich, we are Jamo. Ona, yes, Kaya Jamo. Me Pira Mesca, me Piesca, now me could Jamo down. No, no, Casino could go Amedi. One was what I heard from Samis yesterday. Nke President Mama fight against Galamsey. He cry. She she the 6 months Kenya na I cannot fight Galamsey. All the things I've mentioned to you, it's not a fight against Galamsey. Onupa de keta radio no TV no. Ele uchi wa sheda onka. Wa sheda because City TV menehi gabi asashira kuma no. The war ne tajeme eweni amepacha power. For 8 years now, fite was born now. Think I'm saying, "Ona Sames Babi." I'm asking you, Sames, Ona ne Babi ake o. Oh, can I say fight any? Eh, sana kwena I stop. Ona ne yueku. Eh, how do you use 6 months or 8 months to fight? Can I say ni mukwe fite for more than 8 years? How do you use that 8 months to fight it? Onupa ne keta TV no, eh, rough. Eh, basa. Mini we eska. Cameraman we rough. We need to be. You see, what kind of share Onupa Agbe? Na me feni bi na ehin wo yo kwa ba daddy no fear hin. Na me feni ehin ko daddy no fear le correct one double share. Onupa epi ba sorry to say. Abakpa ni bi komede sa abakpa fe. The fight against Galamsey is still on. And nobody from what I have narrated to you can see Galamsey fight is not. You maybe recently ni Chinese be more than 15 to 13. Gold board be moment. They were engaging Galamsey to pop and she can be. And when they were there during the education. Come on, man, is it not reducing the rate at people engaging in illegal mining? Maybe. So why are people making it look like Galamsey they are fighting it, but it is a process. Oh God.
It is a process. Process never ye emulo. She HM back classing. The producer fan okay line say I will screen him. Say Frank Nagbe non work back class ni fe mono living ukawa yi biojuba BP KG nakan. Say Frank okay state of emergency attention can ni about declare. You okay attention can about declare ni put in measures can ni be krokume. Ni nyensusu ake you are not exhausted from the existing laws allo mlai kebejano to nye can fight Galamsey ne. Wale ake state of emergency ka declare mini na gba ekwaba mini poten ekwaba ni ji na gba wuru ni no e won ehia mo esaka nya kwe gbejano to.
Wale ake call the president has power to declare state of emergency. Well, the state of emergency here ka mo nya jepo chon ya ni chumo na che onyo anju. Wa tara wa uchu. Ona ni bie kwene. Mo sa ne kule ya school neba. Sane ya ni chumo neba kwe. Yeah. Oh, if all avenues are exhausted there, you can go for the state of emergency. You can go baba. So, what kwa mwake the nigbo ya le na reduce problem few. It going to continue. When I get minister ke dia na mo no ba first of all you pay. I don't want first of all someone so ya fu papa na go boy. Kabufi. Don't want crime. There are people who do Galamsey who are not Ghanaians at all. They are foreigners. I mean, last shoot to Amenaji, program in Najakum. I'm gonna be a mama, I can marry now. I'm a mom. Oh no, I'm telling you. Is it this Galamsey issue? I see the light. I see a light at the end of the tunnel under jail. It's one of the things he must make sure he will fight before he leaves office. If he's able to fight Galamsey before he leaves office, that legacy he spoke about there, you have a big war. Because I trust in my president. He walks the talk. He doesn't just make noise. So, and that is it. So the state of emergency there, it should be the last resort. I agree with the president. Yeah.
Okay. Nagbe no cry say from Ghana Medical Association be ke yo mo pe ba make if you don't fight Galamsey we will boot you out. I make John Mama ni yo. Make we
will do what? You do what?
I make we will boot you out.
Okay. And bring who?
I know ask to Monaco about.
But now she may pay to school am you again. See you boot him out and bring who? Money e Galamsey 8 years they fe no ko lock Kalaba bon. They will come and fight. They bring them. I don't know Tomabi. Okay? Oh, now get more a fight galamsey. I have given you what the person is doing. You are aware. And the thing is a process. Okay? You boot him out. Okay, you bring Bamia, Credit Japan, Brana Champo, Ruchunamo. Menaka, if I'm a fish, they are sinful people. I'm a fish, I'm sins of and sins of Menogababa. The one that many doctors say, medical, but doctors, if you are saying, President Mama, if you don't fight the galamsey, if you are not able to fight galamsey, the people of Ghana will not be happy with you. And they will vote the MP, and will help to vote the party out there. You are not talking. Oh, really big comments that even though that is what they meant there. It should be civil. Bon, a bomode or nake fight. They fight it. But they follow, you see, this way they follow the MVP in the past. Because for the, you see, MVP has a plan.
Several one by one. Hello, Ojo, go over and back and no talk at you.
Scotty, you can do. Mr. Bongo. In Kakabini and Nigerian, you can get smoke. Can get sacred. Over Chonsen Nadiana. Kaya graphic roads. Ofane. Neba modern Yakan Yanina 200. You don't need a banana. Work at an atomo. Yet discover if you open a atomo, but can you back to make a 6 o'clock? I look at the banner put 10 o'clock when you're trying to go on Yano and account. Irian, a bus is an hour was echo. Nakadiboni Ninale. A bus is an hour was echo. Kajano say, Nakawa Galam Sines and in Ebona. Kekami. Ake opinion leaders here, Naka area says, me. Nakamufema, we. Two Kawash again, what town local one the men are meeting. I galam say a Leo Jane. Jotty grounds he. Kota crame, no free demonstration, no, you will banye. What doctor say New York and the friends are not maybe on a friend. I get it, I'm maybe. But not in Nagi. After many domo and opinion leaders, I can you tell me. I cannot feel in Nakaton, free FHS name indeed. Can there be free FHS never? Look at the Yamamia Kota with the Kunokale. Okay, so but first I can have guest low half a year. But Yako Tawi Kunoko Niba dear. You are not in money, my view, you know, Tano Mania Brow.
Yeah, and I can cut here. Unaku, and I think 2 days came and what's half in your marking school. I applaud Niji free SHS policy in Akabaka. I alleviate 3.1 million. Niji may street there no get school sir. I want to Mr. David Clotty, live near Omashi that play one. But from Probone, I use your opinion leaders. I think that again, Bejiano Tunnel when you're in concrete. Allo, Amelam Bemingra, in Comunique, Aquani opinion leaders say, you're Pupa, no, I may engage with the youth. Already been used my judgment.
Yes. But I get BPA. Onupa ni your mancheme ufita ni kagalam sinera. Mancheme ufita. Lo mo gonya boy rani iba Africa galam sini manchele ko. Am ufita. No 2 for shweme kume. Yes, ekpame kume. Well, like when you say it's true. They need to engage the community, opinion leaders in the community. Me, I mean, okay, there's a need to fight galamsey. And I mean the effect of galamsey. Through public education, okay, galamsey only if you're many. You don't know tomorrow. Well, these are things you can talk to them about. And man, okay, these are the effects. You can help them to also stop taking people allow accepting people into their community to engage in illegal mining. But maybe a scar only on me because it's lucrative here. My chair will pen Zania will need okay, a guy.
Mr. Clotty, you know, could take Gekaji about Quenamona, Basaka Belinuchumo, from Bono, a good refinery member. I any big pusher and one by Kea, Niji, Hina Susuake, Isake, Nibia Jem Lamlankeba, Aloe Bahani, development, Kashurumo Abba, Loginonia again, Benoconi, Aquani, Michon, Atra Fashion, Alo, Atra Machine. She first one question. Me isusumoji galamsey me na ke woman who you akra or experience. Say frank cause call phone machine. Bo ba no ke me ayo wa fe me odase. Call phone machine. Boy forget more 3 days po. Ani not more some hours. No akwa no shishi. Say frank Well, me kaji state of emergency na ba declare ni ke na gba baba. Me who am for always na ba chon. Na nya kesa ne ke na gba ne na because isaka won anu woni eni no ni boti owo mi efe wo chofa. Ti wo ba yi chofa. Ni wo ko ake o kencha hila. She no ni wo ba ye ni ba boti wo mi no ji no ni sa ake yin cha wo. She first say won kwe won twama ma she to boni dan wi o. Several over na gbebe mo ko no ke class e ngene ni bi baba o ye
na gbebe mo mi to the picture ake me
gba fo no your producer over na ko ni o project picture as a frank no ni yo ke mu na ko ni ye ke fo pa
wani wa wi no
o han we ku e fe po gbele la ke na mo o se frank onyemi yo ne aw
o fa ne e fe mo bopo that's the girl Stephanie Kwe inchole ni gbeke yo neni yo ni neno ne she's one girl ni kake the future is bright ebuomo eleni everything that you can kake everything you have from a lady this girl has it all in terms of character everything emo boy be wale fi o ni I collect the kolebu in the course of akwele ni she couldn't make she couldn't make it again. A young girl, she's less than 25 years. Me use Omashi medium ne me console a family. Okay, they are painful, they are dull. Me who but when you watch all the medical class education center teachers, okay, management fair, okay, oh, kaha ewuku. You more no fear only fear. And the dollar. Okay, God gives and God is the same person who takes. We cannot challenge God. We cannot argue with God. I can mean better than I can. But all I can say, okay, the family should be strong. Ni amen tree. God will see them through. And that's all I can tell the family.
Okay.
Thank you. When the Gansa, the Kwe family, Mrs. Gansa, lady, Messi, right, thank you so much.
Okay. So when you hear dollar motion, kaji wonye wonu shanke nunchole bogbeli ke walape. Esa ke keni bi kumene ke ba. Wonye wo mo trimi. Koni wona shifimo. Ni ikachon no kokonglo alo ikachon na agba ke han o. Oh, wa oku efen po. Eja ka ke nam. Pastor Kwe ni oji yen loke ha word of life mission living everybody manye efen no yo. Nke Mr. Frank Notifafa the moment ke ani di NDC Greater Accra Communication Team. Ablekuma South. Mbeji ni tetelate. Achem ni bongo. Shane mi okay imano son kadi nyenu o edon. Okanya ishe dibine.
Omashi TV. Ajatwe ngme. Keminche.